Ladies and gentlemen, you're very welcome to Ockram in the Garden County for the Lidl National Football League Round 3 Robin series between Wicklow and Laois. There's a couple of changes to the official lineup, if you like. Wicklow will line out with number 28, Loretta Gilbert, replacing Maeve Deeney in goal. And in the full-back line, Lucy Dunn will wear number 2 for St Patrick's. A full-back wearing number 3, Sarah Jane Winders from Baltinglass, and alongside her from Baltinglass, Jackie Bourne wearing number 4. The half-back line will be Aoife Gillen from Bray Emmets at 5, Paula Faulkner from Baltinglass at number 6, and Foxrock Cabinteely's Lorna Fishardi at number 7. The midfield combination sees 2 St Patrick girls playing 8 and 9. Niamh McGettigan will wear number 8, and Sarah Delahunt will wear number 9. In the forwards then, Ballymount will be represented at number 10 by Amy Burke, and in a first start from Era Og at number 11, Katie Laois. Helena Dowling will wear number 12 from Baltinglass, and then the full forward line, Clodagh Fox from St Patrick's at number 13, Marie Keeley at 14 from Baltinglass, and Ciara O'Brien completing the lineup at top of the left, wearing number 15 from Baltinglass. Laois will line out with Sinead O'Rourke in goal from St Paul's. In a change to the published team sheet, Amy Potts, wearing number 17, will replace Kate Jacob from Shanahoe. Amy Potts, of course, from St Bridget's in Laois. Full backline is completed by number 3, Jenny McAvoy from Sarsfields, and Amy Kelly from St Conleth's, wearing number 4. First starts for both wing backs today at number 5, Sinead Farley from St Joseph's, Ballyadams. And on the left, wearing number 7, Sarah Larkin from Timahoe. And holding the centre will be the captain of the team from Foxrock Cabinteely, Laura Nerney, wearing number 6. Midfield for Laois, Fiona Dooley will wear number 8 from Port Laois, and Part Ratnesca's Anna Healy will wear number 9. Half forward line then, Andrea Morden from Ballyronan wearing 10, Leah Tharpy from Sarsfields, Mount Mellick Sarsfields, at number 11, and Orla Hennessy at number 12 from Timahoe. Full forward line, Aoife Curran from St Conleth's will wear 13, Sarah Ann Fitzgerald from Port Laois at 14, and top of the left again at number 15, Alana Havel from St Conleth's. Our referees for today's game is from Waterford, Patrick Smith, James Walsh, Jimmy Collender, Neil Collender, and Anthony Morrissey will be his umpires today, and the lines people, Cathy Ford from Arclodge Airlines and Wicklow, and Meath on the other line will be represented by Henry Clifford. An interesting match here today. It's one of these matches where Laois have already qualified for the final, or the semi-final if you like, and Wicklow are looking at relegation, and I'm joined by Aoife Donnelly here from Scullycunnel. Originally from Ballinrobe and Mayo, played her football down in Hollymount and is now with Scullycunnel. And just what's your thoughts on this match, Aoife, from the point of view of I suppose how the match will pan out?
Yeah, it'll be an interesting game. I was down here last week looking at the Kildare-Wicklow game, and Wicklow were unfortunate, I suppose, to come away with the loss of that game, but they'll know it's all to play for today. And Laois, I suppose, they'll be happy knowing that they're already in the pot for the semi-final, but they'll be looking to take away the win as well here today.
Yeah, I think it's a good opportunity for both sides to give run out to players that probably haven't played in the first 2 matches, and they're really pushing for places later in the competition, so it should be an interesting game. And just as we come close to the throw in, we will have a minute's silence in respect of for the repose of the soul of Jimmy Brosnan Farrell from Ballyline. We send our sympathies to his wife Mary, to daughters Tara and Kelly, to sons Kieran, Jamie and Alan. Thank you. And that minute silence just in respect of Jimmy Bronson Farrell. Jimmy would have helped out an awful lot over the years, along with his family and particularly his wife Mary, down in Ballyloughlin. Especially, I remember going down several times down for matches at Leinster level and being greeted by Jimmy and Mary, and just to send all our sympathies to the family, and may he rest in peace. And so the referee is ready to go here, and I can see a change already. Sarah Ann Fitzgerald has come out to midfield for Portlaoise, and the referee from Waterford, Patrick Smith, just awaiting the teams to get into position. I don't see any other changes at the moment. Teams are taking their position. As we were saying, the two late changes, Loretta Gilbert in goal at 28, in from Maeve Deeney, who was originally scheduled to start, and Amy Potts in at number 17 at cornerback for Kate Jacob from Shanahoe. And we're all set to go here today in what is, as we said, an interesting match in that Laois have qualified already for the finals, and the ball is thrown in. Ball's taken by Niamh McGettigan. Niamh McGettigan soloing through on the left-hand side, looking into the corner, and she sees her fellow St. Patrick's player, Clodagh Fox. Clodagh Fox jostling for the ball, picks up the ball, takes it inside, soloing across to 21 metre line, ends up out near the 45, but being fouled, and fouled the ball in the act of coming out, overcarried, and a bit of descent, and the referee has moved the ball forward. The free will be taken by Fiona Dooley. Fiona plays the ball long up towards the corner. It's taken inside by Aoife Curran. Aoife Curran playing it inside to Leah Tarpey. Leah Tarpey holding off Sarah Jane Winders and plays it back outside to Aoife Curran. Aoife Curran back inside again to Leah Tarpey. Leah Tarpey looking around to see if there's anybody available. Ball ends up with Andrea Moran. Andrea Moran taking a shot, but the ball drifts to the right and is signalled wide. It was interesting there was an awful lot of space on the right hand side there for Aoife Curran to move into, and maybe that's a ploy that Laois will try out. The ball played out by Loretta Gilbert. She finds her fullback Sarah Jane Winders. Sarah Jane ships a heavy tackle but gets up and she's grand. The ball played into Sarah Delahunt. Sarah Delahunt immediately playing it inside, but the ball is easily dealt with by the Laois cornerback. Ball comes out and Sinead Farrell gets her first touch at inter-county football, plays the ball into her captain Laura Nerney. Laura Nerney looking inside, and the ball again is taken by the Wicklow backs, and Jackie Byrne has taken the ball out, giving it to Niamh McGettigan. The ball on the ground, serious tussle, and the player is tripped accidentally, and there's a free in again for Laois. Bright start, Aoife, to the match, end-to-end stuff already in what seems to be an open game.
Yeah, it's very quick moving now here, and I suppose like similar to last week, Wicklow are showing good defence. They're not letting any ball in easy, and see it there, and a good role model and captain in Sarah Jane Winders. She holds the back line and she doesn't take any messing back there, so it's free out there for Wicklow. Yeah,
she's very strong. Sarah always has been. Sarah Jane would have captained the bottom last team to victory in the All-Ireland Sevens in the intermediate grade and junior grade in previous years, and the ball's moved up along the wing. It's taken along the wing by Katie Lawless. Katie Lawless playing it inside. Both defences seem to be on top. Laois again coming out with the ball, and the referee gives a free out. Ball's played along to Orla Hennessy. Orla Hennessy right-footed into the corner for Leah Tarpey again, who's shown fairly well for the ball, but held off extremely well by Paula Faulkner. Paula Faulkner coming out, hopping the ball, playing the ball inside to Niamh McGettigan. Niamh McGettigan to Lorna Fashardi. Nice to see Lorna back playing after giving birth there during the off season, so congratulations to Lorna. And the ball played and ends up with Niamh McGettigan. Niamh looking to play the ball a little bit longer. The ball currently with Katie Lawless. Katie back to her midfielder. And Aoife Gillen, the ball ends up with Aoife Gillen out on the right hand side on the 40-yard line. And Niamh McGettigan, they're just delayed just slightly for the ball. The ball again is played into Leah Tarpey. Leah Tarpey showing an awful lot for the ball in the early stages of the game. And plays it inside to her corner forward to Aoife Curran. Aoife Curran, faced by Lorna Fashardi, gets past her. And she left foot, she's on the right foot, plays the ball back, and a shot by Andrea Moran harmlessly goes left and wide. So 2 wides for Laois in the early stages. Score still 0-0, and about 5 minutes gone. Ball played out by Loretta Gilbert out towards Lorna Fashardi. Lorna battling for the ball and wins the tussle with Orla Hennessy from Timahoe and gets the line ball, which Lorna will take herself. Referee holding up the play there, just tying his lace. And blows the whistle, and we're off again. The ball played back by Lorna. She plays it back to her full back, Sarah Jane Winders. Sarah Jane giving the ball inside to Lucy Dunn. Lucy Dunn goes off on a trademark solo run, both right and left footed, plays the ball into Sarah Delahunt. But very good work there by Lauren Earney, winning the ball back, playing it back inside. It's taken out by the Laois backs. And again playing the ball in towards that corner, but unfortunately on this occasion the ball just drifts out to the right and it goes for a line ball for Wicklow. The ball again played back from the line ball, and it ends up with Loretta Gilbert in goal. She's looking to start an attack from the full back line and gives the ball to Lorna Fashardi again. Lorna looking outside and sees Jackie Bourne. Jackie Bourne takes the ball, gives it back inside to her midfielder. Ball played in high and long towards Marie Keeley, but that was always going to be won by Jenny McAvoy at full back for Laois. Marie has stayed down. Referee hasn't seen it yet, but I'm sure his attention will be drawn to it. Ball played up into the corner, and it's currently with St. Conleth's Alana Havel. She plays it back inside to Sarah Ann Fitzgerald. Sarah Ann back outside to Anna Healy from Partrack and Eska. And a shot, and it looks like a good point. And that point was from Andrea Moran from Ballyroan. Number 10, wearing number 10. A good point. After six minutes, Laois lead the game by 1 point to no score in this Lidl National Football League Division 3 encounter. The ball again with the Wicklow goalkeeper Loretta Gilbert. Loretta gives the ball out with a bad ball and ends up with Sarah Ann Fitzgerald one-on-one with the goalkeeper, takes a shot and puts the ball to the right and wide with the goal at her mercy. I think Laois are settling down a little bit better in the early stages, Aoife. Yeah,
they're taking advantage now. The kick-out's just going, that one kick-out just went awry there. On either side, we're seeing a lot of dirty ball on the ground, and the referee, in fairness, is letting it play on a little bit. He's making decent enough calls there. The game is flowing, and Laois are back in the attack here.
And the ball ends up with Andrea Morden from Ballyroan. She gives a great ball inside to Fiona Dooley. Fiona Dooley takes a shot, and a great save by the Wicklow goalkeeper Loretta Gilbert, coming out, soloing the ball, looking outside to Lorna Fashardi. A great ball inside there by Andrea Morden. Ended up with Sarah Ann Fitzgerald. I would have thought that would have been the opening goal, but wonderful save by the Wicklow goalkeeper, and the ball moves forward. Aoife Gillen has the ball, playing the ball in towards Helena Dowling. Ciara O'Brien outside to Maria Keeley. Maria Keeley offloading the ball to Helena Dowling from her home club of Bottonlass, playing a ball in, and Maria Keeley, unfortunately, just a ball to the right hand side. And it'd be interesting to see whether Wicklow press on the Laois kick out. Certainly putting a bit of pressure on, alright, but the ball is easily kicked out by Sinead O'Rourke, and Sinead O'Rourke playing the ball up along the wing. The ball is very close to the sideline and just drifts over the sideline despite the best efforts of Andrea Moore. The linesperson, Cathy Ford, indicating that it's a Wicklow ball, and it ends up in the hands of Katie Lawless, who's settled down, third opening match for Wicklow. Gives the ball inside to Lena Dowling. Lena Dowling, right footed, looks back inside, sees Clodagh Fox. Clodagh Fox gets inside Amy Potts, and the ball ends up with Katie Lawless. Katie Lawless holding onto the ball, doing well, takes a speculative shot, but unfortunately is a little bit too weak, and it drifts harmlessly wide. It'll give everybody a chance just to relax as Sinead O'Rourke comes out with the ball. Sinead, of course, from St. Paul's, giving the ball out, a very good kick out, giving it to Amy Potts. Amy Potts looking inside to her midfielder, Anna Healy. Anna Healy playing the ball forward. And good work again by the Wicklow defence. I think in that instance it was Niamh McGettigan. Niamh McGettigan from St. Pat's. Niamh taking the line ball herself, and it's all went through on the right of midfield, but overcarried the ball in the opinion of the referee from Waterford, Patrick Smith, and he gives a free to Laois from almost the middle of the park. The free will be taken by Anna Healy. Anna playing the ball long towards Sarah Ann Fitzgerald, but the ball drifts over her head and it's easily dealt with by Lorna Fishardy. Lorna Fishardy giving the ball out through the middle to Aoife Gillen, and Aoife Gillen exchanging passes with Sarah Delahunt from St. Patrick's. Ball's drifted across towards the centre of the midfield, where it's taken by Paula Faulkner. Paula back to Sarah Delahunt. Sarah Delahunt giving the ball inside to Katie Lawless, who's seen an awful lot of the ball in the early stages here today. Giving the ball back inside, and it's with Niamh McGettigan. Niamh McGettigan giving the ball in, and a bit of work by the Wicklow forwards results in a shot that drops just so short by Helena Down. But an error in the Laois defence gives the ball back to Wicklow, and Katie Lawless again, as I said, from Éire Óg, would be starting her first match today and doing really well. Ball ending up with Clodagh Fox in the right corner forward position. She tries a pass across, and it's taken by Amy Burke. Amy Burke giving it inside, and the first point for Wicklow to equalise off the left foot of Clodagh Fox. Very good work across. Clodagh Fox won the ball initially over on the right hand side, and then popped up on the left to pick up where she left off and stuck the ball over the bar. And it's nicely balanced here. Just about 12 minutes gone, and there's a point each. And again, I think both defences are doing very well so far. Aoife, I think Laois particularly seem to be snuffing out the Wicklow attack. Yeah,
the Laois defence are doing very well, and they're putting a bit of hesitation on Wicklow when they are going for that attack. They know how precious every shot is, so the couple of wides they won't be happy with, but they'll be delighted to be on the scoreboard now, making moves towards taking on Laois.
Yeah, it's good to see a drawn match here today. Again, the referee has blown for overcarrying, and the ball is played in, but Sarah Jane Winders working hard to try and keep the ball in play, but unfortunately the ball drifts a little bit away, and she's off her player, but Anna Healy hasn't seen it, so Anna Healy goes back, plays the ball back towards Sinead Farrelly. Sinead Farrelly playing the ball into Leah Tarpey. Leah Tarpey again playing to Orla Hennessy. Laois working the ball well and playing the ball through the hands, but a very good block there by Sarah Jane Winders, and it ends up with Wicklow coming out with the ball, but unfortunately the ball is turned over, and number 9 from Parkman Nesca, Anna Healy, taking the ball into the tackle, and it's taken off by the Wicklow defence. 13-14 minutes gone here in Aughrim in Wicklow, and we're at co-score, a point apiece, as Wicklow come forward and they're in midfield playing the ball in to Sarah Delahunt from St. Patrick's. Sarah, a little bit of room for a change, playing the ball in towards Marie Keeley. Marie Keeley picks the ball up in the corner forward position, takes on full back, and she's inside. This girl isn't for turning, takes a great shot, and a fantastic goal by Marie Keeley. Worked very well herself, took the ball out, backed herself against Jenny McAvoy, took her on in the right corner forward position, and turned inside, and a great goal for Wicklow. worked very well.
Yeah, Wicklow will be happy now with that. That was a long time coming there. They were getting suffocated a little bit with the Laois defence, and it was putting pressure on for each shot. So there was no messing that time. They knew where they were going. It was straight for goal.
Yeah, Marie's not one for turning. If there's a chance of a goal or a point, she'll take the goal. And a great goal, well finished. No chance for Schneider Rook in the Laois goal. Play continues, and the ball has gone out for a sideline, and it looks like Clodagh Fox is going to take it for Wicklow. Clodagh Hammond look to see who's available. Nobody seems to be available, but Aoife Gillen makes herself available, and the number 5 from Bray Emmets gives the ball back to Clodagh Fox. Clodagh moving across towards the right hand side, but loses the ball, and it's worked out towards Orla Hennessy from Timahoe with the whole of Aughrim ahead of her, and she's striding forward, chased back by Sarah Delahunt, and the referee is playing an advantage that looks like they wouldn't need, as Leah Tarpey ended up with the ball in her hands, and it's a free in for Wicklow, for Laois. And a ticking there for Sarah Jane Winders for the tackle there on Leah Tarpey. Looks like the free has been taken by Sarah Ann Fitzgerald from Portlaoise. And she strikes it very confidently, right-footed, and the umpire goes across and picks up the white flag. And we're now at a scoreline after 15 minutes of a goal and a point to Kilmonton to Wicklow, and Laois with 2 points. And we move to the water break, and we will return in a moment's time when the water break has completed. And that was a quick water break, and we're back with you here in Aughrim. Wicklow playing from the town end, and the ball in the hands of Loretta Gilbert. The score here after 15 minutes: Wicklow 1-1, Laois 2 points as the free is given to Wicklow team. And Loretta Gilbert, I'm not sure what she was doing out on the 21-yard line there, but she competed with, I think it was Leah Tarpey, and won the ball. But the ball's played back, and unfortunately for Laois and for Leah Tarpey, the ball drifts to the right and wide. Just to congratulate Leah Tarpey, she was drafted into the Leinster rugby squad there recently, and you can see how strong she is under a high ball. As we return to play, and the ball is currently with Sarah Jane Winders for Wicklow, who carries the ball forward and gives it inside to her corner back to Lucy Dunn. Lucy Dunn playing the ball forward to Lorna Fishardi. A great move up the wing to Amy Burke. Amy Burke playing it back into Clodagh Fox, but a good tussle there between Amy Fox and Clodagh Fox and Amy Potts. Ball played in again. Laois on the attack. Ball played by Andrea Moran, who's getting a good amount of ball. She plays the ball into Sarah Ann Fitzgerald. Laois working the ball through, and it ends up with Aoife Curran. Aoife Curran off the left foot taking a shot, and the ball goes over the bar. The umpire signalling a point, and there's only a point in it now. Kilmonton at 1-1, and Laois at 3 points. In a tight game here. Ball played out again. Significantly, Loretta Gilbert isn't finding some of the Wicklow players with the kick out, and that's probably something that Mark Moynihan will will be anxious about kick out, so important in ladies football, as we follow the play, and it's with Sarah Delahunt, who switches the play beautifully over to Aoife Gillen from Bray Emmets. She plays the ball into our goal scorer from Wicklow, Marie Keeley, instantly playing the ball inside to Clodagh Fox. Clodagh Fox doing well, going right, going left, then kicking the ball to, passing the ball to Aoife Gillen, but the Bray Emmets girl just drifts the ball to the right and wide. Both sides guilty of some wayward shooting at the moment, as Wicklow are pressing the kick out, but the ball is taken by Amy Potts, well picked out by Sinead O'Rourke from St. Paul's, and working the ball out to Sarah Larkin. Sarah, unfortunately for Sarah, she was blocked. Good work by Amy Burke from Vallymount as she passes the ball inside. It ends up with Niamh McGettigan, and great play as taken on by Ciara O'Brien from Baltinglass. She looks inside to Clodagh Fox, bit of a push there, but the referee allows the advantage, and the ball is with Marie Keeley. Marie taking a shot, but the ball drifts to the right and wide. Certainly Wicklow will be a little bit anxious about the amount of wides they've hit in this first half from scoreable positions, as the ball is in the hands of Sinead O'Rourke, and again she picks out her Laois defender, and it's taken by Jenny McAvoy from Sarsfields. Plays the ball up along the wing to Andrea Morden into Aoife Curran. Aoife Curran into Sarah Ann Fitzgerald to Leah Tarpey off the right foot, and that is one brilliant score. It's a great score, worked all the way from Sinead O'Rourke in the Laois goal, worked through Andrea Morden up to Sarah Ann Fitzgerald, who found Leah Tarpey, and Leah Tarpey finished confidently over the bar, and we're at even keel. Co-score here, 4 points for Laois and a goal and a point for Wicklow. Sarah Jane Winders on the ball, taking the ball up the left hand side, looking inside but held by Sarah Ann Fitzgerald, and the ball is with Sarah Delahunt inside to Aoife Gillen, the second time that she switched it across to the Bray Emmets girl. Ball currently with Katie Lawless around the middle of the park, and she looks back across at Sarah Delahunt, and Lorna Fishardi making a burst from the back, playing it inside to Alina Dowling playing it back to the Foxrock Cabinteely girl at number 7, giving it to her centre forward Katie Lawless. The ball, good pressing by Laois, has forced the Wicklow players to move the ball out to midfield, but good work by Aoife Gillen coming forward, playing the ball inside to Niamh McGettigan, who has been a little bit quiet, playing it back inside to Sarah Delahunt, but a fantastic save there by Sinead O'Rourke at full stretch to make that save. A good contact, in fairness, from Wicklow player, but Sinead stood up and a great save. And the result of the save is that Laois are on the attack, with Leah Tarpey getting the ball, playing the ball inside to Aoife Curran from St. Conleth's, who takes on the number 2 for Wicklow into Leah Tarpey. Leah Tarpey so strong on the ball. Fantastic finish over the bar, 2 in a row from Leah Tarpey. Nothing the Wicklow defence could do about that, and you can see the strength of Leah Tarpey, Aoife, in that particular point and some of the other moves that she's made.
Yeah, she's excellent up there, and she's covering every side of the pitch, and that's the thing I think about Laois. When they're breaking down the defence, they are quick to turn it around. I suppose the goal from Wicklow was a bit of a blow to Laois's ego, and they've turned it around, they've kicked it up a gear, and they're back on the attack here now. Yeah,
the ball currently with Alana Havel, and she's on the right foot, plays it inside to Aoife Curran, faced with 3 Wicklow players, taking the ball into traffic there. Alana Havel from St. Conleth's, and the referee judging that she was charging with the ball and gives a free out for Wicklow, which is taken fairly quickly, but probably lucky there. I suppose the referee actually blew. He was ticking the player, and Loretta Gilbert in the Wicklow goal was trying to take a quick kick out, but the referee calling it back. And I don't think, in fairness, Laura Nerney will thank her for that. She went very hard for that ball, and unfortunately didn't get her hands on it. As we move into the last 7 minutes here, and the ball is worked out by Loretta Gilbert. Loretta Gilbert out to Sarah Delahunt. Sarah Delahunt playing the ball forward, giving a great ball inside to Paula Faulkner, who's coming forward on the right foot, playing it into the corner, and it's taken in there by Ciara O'Brien. Ciara O'Brien with the ball, but great work again by the Laois backs, and Sinead Farley doing really well, playing the ball forward, and the ball ends up in the hands of the strong Sarah Ann Fitzgerald, full forward here from Portlaoise, playing a great ball into number 10, Andrea Morton. Andrea, well policed by Aoife Gillen, great work by the Wicklow defence, and the ball is taken out by Niamh McGettigan. Good work by both teams there, but Wicklow's defence just a little bit too strong, and the ball is worked out again. Niamh McGettigan around the middle of the park, looking for someone giving her support, and she finds it in Jackie Bourne. Jackie Bourne playing the ball forward into the corner, where it's a tussle between Amy Potts and Clodagh Fox, and Amy coming out with the ball. Great play by Amy, and she plays the ball out to Sarah Larkin. Sarah Larkin playing the ball forward, and Laois coming on the attack. Plenty of movement in the Laois backs. Sinead Farrelly from St. Joseph's taking the ball. A solo right foot, and again that ball into that corner, but unfortunately for Aoife Curran couldn't control the ball, and it results in a turnover, quick turnover, and the ball is with Amy Burke from Ballymount. She's faced by Sinead Farrelly. A great ball into Marie Keeley, and Marie Keeley, as she does so often for Wicklow, turns on a sixpence from Baltinglass, sticks the ball over the bar, and another point for the pocket rocket from Baltinglass. Wicklow lead. Oh, sorry, it's a draw. Wicklow 1-2, Laois 5 points, and we've got 26 minutes gone in the match as Laois again go in looking for the lead point, but unfortunately there, in trying to take the ball there, Orla Hennessy drew on the hands, so the hands were down, and the free is given by the referee from Waterford, Patrick Smith. It's given to Wicklow. Aoife Gillen with the ball in her hands, looking for support, and finds it in Niamh McGettigan from St. Patrick's. Niamh giving a high ball into the forwards. That's not the kind of ball that Mark Moynihan, the Wicklow manager, will be looking for what would be a fairly small full forward line. The ball currently with Anna Healy from Partverkaneska, lovely part of Laois, and plays the ball inside, and Solomon through the middle. Good chance here, but unfortunately for Andrea Morton, the ball was intercepted, thankfully from a Wicklow point of view, and it ends up with Paula Faulkner. Paula Faulkner giving the ball to Lucy Dunn. Lucy Dunn. Good blocking by Katie Jacob, and the ball ends up with Paula Faulkner from Baltinglass, playing the ball forward to Katie Lawless, the centre forward, drifting a good bit away from the Laois goal, giving it back inside to Sarah Delahunt. Sarah Delahunt from St. Patrick's at number 9, giving it to Aoife Gillen from Bray Emmets, and Aoife taking on the full back Jenny McAvoy, turning left, turning right, and then finding Clodagh Fox in the corner. Clodagh trying to work the ball, but finding that the Laois defence is very stalwart in their defence, and giving the ball into Niamh McGettigan. It ends up with Ciara O'Brien with a brilliant block by the Laois, results in the ball coming out, and it's in the hands of Sinead Farrelly from St. Joseph. Sinead playing the ball long up to Leah Tarpey. Leah Tarpey inside to Fiona Dooley, two club mates from Portlaoise, and it's again with Tarpey. Tarpey gives it inside to Andrea Morton, but unfortunately for the Ballyroan forward, the ball drifts to the left and drifts wide. As we approach the half-time, Aoife, what do you think about the situation at the moment, as it's locked at a goal and a point to Wicklow and Laois at 5 points?
Yeah, I'd say it's a fair statement on the match we've seen so far. It's been equal battles on all sides of the pitch. Aoife Gillen over there, number 5 for Wicklow, is having an absolute stormer over that wing. She's taken it over and she's everything you want to see in a half-back. She's up and down the pitch like a greyhound. She's there, she's in possession now actually and sending it off. It's like she doesn't even have to look. She knows where her players are. She's doing excellent over there.
Yeah, very good footballer, all right, and the ball has worked through Aoife into Marie Keeley. Keeley trying to manufacture a goal for Sarah Delahunt, but again, great work by the Laois backs, and the ball is worked out, taken by Sarah Larkin. Sarah Larkin going forward to Anna Healy. Anna Healy, but a wayward pass by Anna, and it's again back with Wicklow, and it's in the hands of Amy Burke from Ballymount. Amy Burke taking on the Laois defence, going through the centre. Screaming for the ball was Helena Dowling. Helena, unfortunately for Helena, in trying to strike the ball, probably needed a left foot there, but unfortunately the ball cleared off her right foot to the left of the post and wide. An unfortunate miss. A good chance for Wicklow there to take the lead as we approach full time. Sinead O'Rourke has been very, very good on her kickouts. I'd say her percentages are fairly high. Again, gives a kick-out that's won by Sinead Farrelly for Laois inside to Fiona Dooley. Fiona Dooley to her captain from Foxrock Cabintini, Lorna Nerney. Playing it inside to Leah Tarpey. Leah Tarpey again drifts the ball out to Anna Healy. And as usual, Sarah Ann Fitzgerald, very honest at full forward and showing for every ball, wins the ball, but unfortunately her kick just drifted a little bit short and ended up in the hands of Lucy Dunn for Wicklow. The ball played out towards midfield and it's taken by Sarah Delahunt. Sarah Delahunt on the ball looking inside, and she sees Jackie Byrne offloading it to Paula Faulkner, and it's a little triangle that they have going around the middle of the park for Wicklow. The triangle is broken by the midfielder Niamh McGettigan, who's soloing through the middle, gives a great ball inside, but just drifted a little bit too far. It was an ideal ball, but just drifted too far for Ciara O'Brien to make contact with. And Laois gained possession. Again, some good work by the Laois backs as the ball is played forward, and it's won by Andrea Morton from Ballyroan, who's having a very confident game at number 10. And the referee judging that it's a free for Laois, an accidental clash between Leah Tarpey and it looks like Lorna Fishardi. Nothing in it, the Foxrock girl just tackling for the ball with Leah, and it's a good tussle between the two. Of course, it's an interesting thing that in September some of these players will be playing against each other. I see Lorna Nerney from Foxrock Cabintini, and she's number 6 and captain for Laois, and she'll be alongside the number 7 for Wicklow, Lorna Fishardi, which will be interesting from a Laois point of view, because just looking at the team sheet, Fiona Dooley and Sarah Ann Fitzgerald from Port Laois will be doing battle with them. And we rejoin the play. Great ball inside, and Tarpey wins the ball. Sarah Ann Fitzgerald wins the ball. Great work inside, has released number 11, Leah Tarpey, but a great save by Loretta Gilbert in the Wicklow goal, just touching the ball over the bar, but in doing that it gives the lead to Laois. And I think both keepers in the game have been pretty good. They've made some very good saves. Aoife, what do you think of the first half as it just draws to a close with the referee blowing the half-time whistle? Yeah,
just on the goalkeepers there, I'd say Wicklow will be happy with their decision to put Loretta Gilbert in. She had a massive save early on the match that could have been a huge turning point for Laois. But yeah, both of them are doing well. Their kickouts are improving. And the first half as a whole, it's been very interesting battle. It's very balanced, I suppose, and there's a lot of smaller battles going on out there, even in that collision there between Leah Tarpey and Lorna Fischerly. I apologise for that pronunciation. They're having stormers out there, but the battles that are going on between each matchup seem to be, they're all fairly well matched. There's no one suffering the consequences too much. They're all fairly balanced out there.
Yeah, I think the significance of the matches, the matchups, I suppose, is that some of the players are playing for places in the two teams for, in Wicklow's case, the relegation, and in the Laois case, the semi-final. So I suppose when players are getting their chance, they're trying their damnedest to try and force themselves into the teams, and I think that was significant in a match like this, that the two players went hell for leather for the ball. So the half-time whistle has been blown by Patrick Smith, and we'll leave you for Sus Biog and rejoin you in a couple of moments. Thanks very much. And you're welcome back to Ockram in the Garden County in Wicklow. And just a couple of subs. Aoife Gillen, who has been doing extremely well for Wicklow at right half back, has been replaced by Emily Haddon from Tinnahealy, wearing number 24, and Lorna Fishardi, who shipped that heavy knock there towards the end of the first half from Foxrock Cabinteely, has been replaced by Tara Costello from Clonagale. And then in centre forward, Katie Lawless, who had a very good start for her first day out for Wicklow seniors, is replaced by Megan Healy. And Megan at number 19 is another clubmate of Era Og. So she's from the Era Og club, so she's replacing her own teammate in Katie Lawless. As I said, Katie's first start, and funny enough, Megan's after coming on, and I believe that would be her first start as well. So we're waiting now on, we have two teams out ready to go, and we're just waiting on the referee to make his appearance. The referee obviously inside, taking the full allotted time as the players. Again, I see Sarah Ann Fitzgerald out at midfield, and just an opportunity maybe to wish the Portlaoise and Sarsfield girls all the best, and certainly the Tinnahealy girls from Wicklow, who will be playing on the 23rd against Old Loughlin in the intermediate final. And on the same day, that match in Baltinglass, and on the same day we'll have the junior final, Kilmore from Wexford against Ballymore from Longford. So Leinster finals on the 23rd, and then the senior final I think is on September the 6th or around about that date, and that'll be between Foxrock Cabinteely, and for which, as I said, Lauren Lerny, the number 6 from Foxrock, who I believe has transferred or is looking to transfer back to her club in Laois, and as luck would have it, the club that she's transferring back to will be Portlaoise, and who are Foxrock playing in the Leinster final in September, except Portlaoise. So that should be an interesting one. The referee has made his way back onto the field, and his umpires are in place. And Lions people both taking up position. Both Henry Clifford and Cathy Ford taking up position, and our umpires moving along towards the goal. I suppose we can probably expect for the second half a lot of substitutions and players coming in and out. It'll probably end up kind of scrappy from that point of view. But I think the first half has shown that both teams are willing to play open football, but defence is on top.
Yeah, exactly. And as you said earlier, there's a bit of competition amongst the teams as well to be getting a game in, be it the relegation or in the semi-finals. So I'm sure both sides will be looking to utilise their subs on the sideline. And while it looks fairly overcast here, it is quite warm out there. So even at the end of the half there, you could see that energy was dwindling a little bit in some players. So they'll have a fresh half now. Yeah,
they should have all right. And the ball thrown in by referee Smith, and it's immediately worked forward to Alana Havel from St. Conleth's in Laois. She's playing the ball off into the corner, ends up with Leah Tarpey. Leah Tarpey off the right foot, but a brilliant defence by Wicklow there, and referee gives a free out for an illegal block there, and the ball's worked back to Loretta Gilbert. Loretta Gilbert giving the ball to Paula Faulkner. Paula Faulkner coming out right-footed into centre field, giving the ball to her midfielder, Sarah Delahunt. Sarah Delahunt working the ball yet again, and Tara Costello's first touch gives the ball to Helena Dowling. Helena Dowling playing a long ball in to Ciara O'Brien, but Ciara failed to hold on to the ball, and it's easily mopped up by the number 2 from Kate Jacob from Laois. Kate Jacob playing the ball forward, and it's in the hands of Anna Healy from Partrack and Eska, playing the ball in towards the number 13, Aoife Curran. Aoife Curran working the ball, playing the ball outside to Sarah Ann Fitzgerald. Sarah Ann Fitzgerald trying to play a 1-2 inside, but it was taken yet again by the Wicklow defence, who are working really, really hard. Ball currently with Niamh McGettigan, and she plays the ball forward. And now Lena Dowling playing the ball in towards Clodagh Fox. Clodagh working really hard in that corner, comes away with the ball. She's at centre forward, going across towards the left hand side of the pitch, and plays it into the corner, and it's taken by Marie Keeley. Marie Keeley, not one for holding back, going straight at the heart of the Laois defence, working it back outside. Ball ends up with Megan Healy. Megan Healy unfortunately took a shot, and it just drifts to the right of the post and wide. Again, the scoreline here in Auckland, the home of Wicklow football: 6 points for Laois, Wicklow 1-2. And we've about 5 minutes gone in the second half. The ball worked forward by Laois, and it's with Orla Hennessy. Orla Hennessy inside. Brilliant work by Laura Nerney. Not 100% sure what Laura Nerney was doing that far forward. Nobody picked her up. She had a one-on-one with the goalkeeper, but chose to take the point. A good point for Laois. Worked through the centre, and Laois lead. First time there's been a bit of daylight between the two teams as Loretta Gilbert kicks the ball out. 7 points for Laois. Wicklow 1-2. The ball won in the middle of the park, and it's with Sarah Delahunt. Sarah Delahunt playing it on to Helena Dowling. Helena Dowling, for a change, having a little bit of room in front of her, gives the ball into Clodagh Fox. There's a great goal chance here if the ball is worked out to the wing, and it was worked out to Marie Keeley, but inexplicably she miscontrolled the ball. But in doing that, the ball fell to Megan Healy, and Megan Healy, right-footed, sticks the ball over the bar, and point back for Wicklow. And so it's a 1 point game with Laois leading 7 points to 1-3. Laois 7 points, Wicklow 1-3 as the ball is worked out yet again. Good kick out from Sinead O'Rourke. Sinead O'Rourke playing the ball forward. It's now with Anna Healy, Fiona Dooley, and the ball played in, but a very scrappy ball played in, and it's won easily by the Wicklow defence, as they have done all day. In fairness, they're working really hard to cut out that ball that's coming in from midfield. Ball ends up in the hands of midfielder Sarah Delahunt. She plays the ball on to Helena Dowling from Baltinglass, and foul by Sarah Larkin. And for throwing the ball away, it looks like the referee is moving the ball forward, and what wasn't a scoring opportunity could possibly be a scoring opportunity because of the ball being moved forward, and ticking as well for Sarah Larkin for that indiscretion, as the ball is in the hands of Wicklow's Marie Keeley. 45 metres out, plays the ball short into Clodagh Fox, going for the return. A brilliant swivel there by Marie Keeley. Very unlucky for the Laois back, but brilliant play by the bottom last forward, and finishes over the bar. Very good move there by Marie Keeley on that free. Aoife?
Yeah, Marie Keeley and Clodagh Fox there are some dynamic duo in the full forward line. That was possibly the most entertaining play so far, even though it only lasted about 0.5 of a second. It was an excellent score there from Marie Keeley.
Yeah, and as we do that, we see another substitution coming on the Wicklow team, as it looks like Sinead McGettigan has come on, and Amy Burke has gone off, number 10. And again, the ball is worked out through midfield from the kick out, and it's taken around midfield, but a foul called by the referee as the ball is played in towards the strong full forward Sarah Ann Fitzgerald from Portlaoise. The referee judged that the Wicklow player did really well there, and no foul was called. The ball played and worked forward, and it's with Megan Healy. The ball again worked out towards the wing. Ball with Clodagh Fox, as she has all day, working really hard, has an advantage. So it's a shot to nothing here from Helena Dowling. The ball played in towards Marie Keeley. and unfortunately the advantage, they played the advantage, but the advantage was over by the time they lost the ball. So Laois come away with the ball. Good work by Laois, and the ball worked forward to Leah Tarpey, who's working so hard for Laois, playing the ball inside to Orla Hennessy from Timahoe. Long high ball drifting in towards the corner. Good effort by Aoife Curran to win the ball, but in doing so broke the ball to Alana Havel, and looked better than it actually worked out. The ball played down to the corner forward, reversed back in, and then pulled the trigger, but the ball went to the left and wide. And I see the referee having a word with the lines person, Cathy Ford, there, just maybe just checking on the substitutions that came in. And the ball played, a good ball by Loretta Gilbert, giving the ball outside to Sarah Jane Winders. Sarah Jane Winders looking inside and finds Tara Costello. Tara Costello inside to Jackie Bourne from Bolton, asking back inside to Paula Faulkner. Sinead McGettigan then getting the ball and playing a long ball into the corner again towards Fox. But Fox this time, Jenny McAvoy's Amy Potts just a little bit too strong for Clodagh and wins a very good ball, and Laois are off on the attack. As they move the ball forward, Lauren Learney going through the Wicklow defence, great ball outside to Orla Hennessy. Orla Hennessy giving the ball inside. Lauren Learney, who's gone forward, ghosts past the Wicklow defence and puts the ball over the bar. So there's 2 great points from the captain, showing really well from the full back or the centre back position. 2 points for Lauren Learney, and yet again Laois just pull into a 1 point lead. Very strong finish there by Laura, and Laura has decided that she's going to be a forward today.
Yeah, she's one of them attacking backs. She's doing excellent as well. She's really standing up and I suppose showing the team why she's the captain. There's a great attack or there's a great rhythm now, I suppose, going. It's very much shots all around happening. Clodagh Fox is unlucky over on the Wicklow side of things that a few balls have been placed up and just over her head, that she hasn't been getting more shots for Wicklow, but on either side there's shots aplenty.
Yeah, I think in fairness, she's while Clodagh Fox is shown well for the ball, Jenny McAvoy is doing well. Her strength has been able to hold up Clodagh Fox as the ball has worked out towards Sinead McGettigan. Sinead McGettigan into her sister Niamh inside, and the ball with Marie Keeley. There's only one result from this, and it's a goal again for Marie Keeley. Really good work there by the 2 McGettigan sisters, Niamh McGettigan and Sinead McGettigan, both interplaying the ball. It went inside then to I think it was Helena Dowling. I could be doing an injustice there, but she played the ball very quickly outside to Marie Keeley, and yet again the Bolton lass forward scores a goal, and Wicklow move into the lead. A fine goal again for Marie. Excellent
goal for Marie there. She's having an absolute stormer in full forward. She's showing for every single ball, and she's playing very intelligent football. That she's not taking shots for the sake of it. Although I saw her in the first half, she took a shot without even looking and threw it over. So she's having an excellent game out there. She's really holding her place in the full forward line there.
Yeah, always a good player for a goal or two. Marie, as we get another substitution, we have number 29 on for Wicklow. That's Sarah Hogan, and she's coming on for Lucy Dunn from St Patrick's. Again, the ball is worked forward by Laois, and it's with number 24, Erona Fitzpatrick, who's after coming on for Laois, and she's come on for Kate Jacob, number 2. Again, the ball played forward, it's worked through, and it's with Leah Tarpey. Leah Tarpey, very strong. An advantage played by the referee, but this looks like it could hit the post, and it does. It hits the crossbar. She'd have done well in the crossbar challenge there, but she was playing the advantage, and the referee has given her that advantage, and it's now a free in for Laois. Score at the moment, 2-4, 10 points for Wicklow. Laois, 8 points. Probably soon to be 9, not putting the hex on free taker, but from the 21-yard line. The ball is taken by, I think it's the number 9. Yes, it is indeed, from Pardratneska, Anna Healy. and a great point for her, and that reduces the deficit to a point. 2-4 for Wicklow. Laois at 9 points, and the ball from the kick out is worked to Sarah Ann Fitzgerald. Sarah Ann Fitzgerald getting the ball back to number 13, Aoife Curran. She finishes, and yet again we're level here in Aughrim in a really exciting game, end-to-end stuff. Unfortunately there for Wicklow, the turnover from the kick out gave Sarah Ann a chance of a goal, but unfortunately for her, she missed control, but it ended up with Aoife Curran, and she stuck the ball over the bar, and we're level here in Aughrim as the ball is worked out, and it's taken by Sarah Ann Fitzgerald again, playing the ball, a brilliant ball across to Anna Healy. Anna Healy swamped by the Wicklow defence. There were 4 Wicklow players there, and it ends up with Sarah Jane Winder. Sarah Jane giving it back inside. Looks like Tara Costello, and Tara Costello, unfortunately for Tara, overcarried the ball. Big call there, and a free in to Laois on the 21 metre line. I would assume that this will be taken by Sarah Ann Fitzgerald, or the entire Sarah Ann Fitzgerald has strolled across to take this free, and there are substitutions coming in for Laois. I'll fix those up with you as soon as possible. Number 3 is being replaced by number 22, I think it is, and we await the free, the ball in the hands. This for the lead, swinging around, and a good right foot free from the left hand side of the post, swinging around, and Laois lead 11 points to Wicklow's 2-4, and Rebecca Balfe has come on for Jenny McAvoy, and in another substitution, Amy Kelly has come on for Sarah Larkin. So Amy Kelly on for Sarah Larkin. Ball played out, and it's worked hard by Laura Clark from Clara. Pull of the jersey there, referee lets it go, and Sinead McGettigan in possession of the ball, plays it back into Laura Clark. Laura Clark soloing forward with the ball, does a little pirouette, takes the Laois player out of the game, and gets the ball to Sinead McGettigan. But brilliant work by Laura Nerney in her defensive capacity there, winning the ball and winning a free out for Laois. More substitutions coming in. It's very hard to keep up with the amount of substitutions that are happening at the moment. As I said, Laura Clark is coming in for number 15, which is Ciara O'Brien from Baltinglass, and number 17 for Wicklow is replacing Sarah Delahunt. 17 for Wicklow is Rena McGettigan. So the 3 McGettigan sisters are actually on the pitch at the moment, and ball played through the hands for Wicklow. It ends up with Laura Clark, just after coming in for Wicklow at number 21, and plays the ball into Clodagh Fox. Clodagh Fox off the right foot, plays the ball in. Referee was playing an advantage for a pull on Clodagh Fox, and gives a free in midway between the 20 metre line and the 45 metre line, and also takes note of the player's name as we look at Sinead McGettigan eyeing up this free. A left-footed player from the right hand side, should suit her. It's a good distance out, about 35 metres out, and Sinead has a look up, kicks it left-footed, but looks like it drifted to the right of the goal. And at the moment, Laois lead 11 points to Wicklow's 2 for 10 points as we move to the water break. We'll rejoin you in a moment. And we return again to Auckland for this National Football League, the Lidl National Football League Division 3 encounter between Laois and Wicklow. We're just after having the water break, and everybody is feeling totally hydrated after that water break. The referee asking for the Laois goalkeeper Sinead O'Rourke to restart, signals to restart. Big press on from the Wicklow forwards. Ball played out towards Amy Potts, but won instead by Lorna Lerny. Ball played forward, but it's lost by Anna Healy. Anna Healy, unfortunately, there dispossessed by Wicklow. Wicklow working really hard, and the ball with Laura Clark. Laura Clark across towards Niamh McGettigan. Niamh McGettigan right footed, having a look inside to see if there's anything on. Plays the ball out to Clodagh Fox. Clodagh Fox seems to be everywhere today. She's right in one corner, then pops up in the other corner. She solves across, and now she's playing centre forward. Carrying the ball in towards the goal, looking to see if there's anything on, but nothing really moving for her. Sinead McGettigan playing the ball. Looks like they're going to switch it across to this side as the ball is played in by Paula Faulkner, but shot to nothing really there, and easily picked up by number 22 for Rebecca Redden for Laois. It's very hard to keep a tab on the amount of subs that are coming in. Of course, in the early stages of the league, it's unlimited substitutions, so you'll have to bear with me. The substitutions have been coming in hot and fast. So as we go into the last quarter, the ball currently with Megan Healy. She plays it outside to Helena Dowling. Helena Dowling inside to Niamh McGettigan. Niamh McGettigan inside to her sister Sinead. This should be over the bar, and she pulls the trigger. And the McGettigan sisters again combining there for a very good point. And we're level here again in Auckram. Laois 11 points. Wicklow 2-5. Just a couple of minutes after the water break here, the ball kicked out. Probably the first time Sinead O'Rourke has made an error on the kick out, and it results with the ball turned over to Wicklow. It's in the hands of Marie Keeley, but Marie Keeley wastes the ball going across, and it's picked up easily by Amy Potts. Amy Potts playing the ball out, but unfortunately could not get the ball to her Laois counterpart, and the ball results in a line ball for Wicklow. Line ball for Wicklow, which is taken, and unfortunately for Wicklow, turnover there because of overcarrying the ball by Rena McGettigan. And the ball's worked really quickly forward. Rowan Fitzpatrick going through right footed, has a look outside to see what's on, and what's on is Aoife Curran giving the ball back inside to Sarah Ann Fitzgerald, and a fine save again by Loretta Gilbert in the Wicklow goal to keep her goal intact yet again. Laois trying for, that's probably about the third time that they've had a one-on-one opportunity. Worked really well by Rowan Fitzpatrick, Sarah Ann Fitzgerald and Aoife Curran, but unfortunately for Laois, the Wicklow netminder was up to the job and played blinder. The ball worked forward from that save, and the result is a free in to Wicklow to be taken, it looks like, by Marie Keeley. The ball between the 20 metre line and the 45 metre line, so I'd say around about 32 metres out. Subs in for Wicklow, number 26 has come in for, that's Jessie Nolan, and she's come in for Sarah Jane Winders at fullback. And in another substitution, number 23, Aoife Gorman has come in for Niamh McGettigan. And the kick taken by Marie Keeley there, resulting in a point, and Wicklow move on now to a 1 point lead, 2-6 to 11 points. Wicklow lead by 1 point. And the ball in the hands of Sinead O'Rourke yet again, and she holds on just while that substitution that I announced earlier, Aoife Gorman for Niamh McGettigan, is made. Ball kicked out by Sinead O'Rourke, but good pressing by Wicklow. Rena McGettigan inside to Sinead McGettigan. Sinead McGettigan, left-footed, looking inside to see who's available, and who's available is Era Oakes, Megan Healy, giving a great ball inside to Aoife Gorman. Aoife Gorman, long striding. Aoife from Tinahely giving the ball in to Marie Keeley, and yet again Marie Keeley scoring with that right foot to put a little bit of daylight between the two sides. Wicklow 2-7, Laois 11 points.
We're 21 minutes gone there, we're 21 minutes and a half gone, and we have another couple of substitutions coming on from the Wicklow side of things. Marie Keeley's doing superb up there for Wicklow, and Wicklow are, as you said, putting a bit of a margin on now between the two sides, and Wicklow would be probably the ones with the more want, I suppose, to win this game.
Yeah, I think Wicklow, in fairness, were unlucky in the first match. They lost by 2 points to Longford in a low-scoring game, and in the last match against Kildare, they lost by a point. So there's not been much in the matches that they've played. Laois, on the other hand, have had a good bit of daylight between themselves and Longford, and a couple of points between them and Kildare. The ball played forward by Laois as it ends up with Orla Hennessy. Orla Hennessy kicking the ball long in towards the corner, but it's taken inside by the Wicklow defence, and Emily Mulhall, another substitution that has come on for Wicklow, overcarries the ball, and that's a couple of times now that the referee has picked up overcarrying on both sides. Ball played into Laura Nerney inside to Sarah Fitzgerald, and a fantastic save yet again by Loretta Gilbert. An unbelievable save. It was Aaron Fitzpatrick into Laura Nerney, into Sarah and Fitzgerald, one-on-one, a fantastic left-handed save, touched it onto the post, and from the resultant rebound, unfortunately for Aoife Cran, she couldn't finish to the net, and the Wicklow net remains intact. And Mo Nerney has been Mo Nerney has come on for Sarah Ann Fitzgerald, replacing Sarah Ann Fitzgerald in the forward line for Laois. The ball played in to Clodagh Fox, who's been showing all day for Wicklow, playing the ball outside to Marie Keeley. The Terrible Twins doing a great job, the two of them. Again, back inside to Clodagh Fox. Clodagh Fox off that right foot pulls the ball and looks good from here, and yes, a great point from Clodagh Fox. And again, the score moves out to 2 goals and 8 points for Wicklow, 11 points for Laois. We're moving into the last 5 minutes, 25 minutes gone, and a goal between the sides here at the moment. Very entertaining game all through. The ball played in towards Mo Nerney. Mo winning her tussle there, giving it inside to Eva Galvin. But again, some great work by the Wicklow defence. And I just have a look at who's getting up from that. A very good tackle. Looks like it was Jessie Nolan born from Tinahely, doing really well. The ball in the hands of Loretta Gilbert. Loretta giving the ball out towards Aoife Gorman, 2 Tinahely players combining there, and the ball played back inside to Tara Costello. Tara Costello working the ball to Laura Clark. Laura Clark moving the ball forward. Ball in to Clodagh Fox. A great tussle between Clodagh Fox and Amy Potts. On that occasion, Amy Potts just did enough, and the ball coming out. Playing advantage at the moment, Fiona Dooley with the ball. And Fiona fouled and will take this ball herself. No, she's playing the ball back, and the Laois free. playing the ball long up towards Eva Galvin. Eva Galvin playing it back inside to Fiona Dooley. Fiona Dooley working hard, and the ball breaks kindly for Laois, and moving forward with the ball, Orla Hennessy from Timahoe into her own Fitzpatrick, into Mo Nerney outside to number 27, Mo Nerney from Timahoe, and certainly combining well with her sister there. Some great play there between the Laois forwards, and we're back at level play. Good finish to this match.
Absolutely excellent play by the Nerney sisters there, and things are getting a bit tense out there now. There's hard knocks coming into play, but that was an excellent play by Laois. It started way back from where Fiona Dooley won that free, and that's the thing with Laois, they're capitalising on every single free that they've gotten so far.
Yeah, and certainly I think Mo Nerney is timing Laura Nerney is timing her runs into the forwards extremely well, and it's creating a little bit of space for the forwards now. The ball currently with Mo Nerney playing the ball back to Amy Kelly. Amy Kelly inside to Fiona Dooley. Fiona Dooley losing the ball, and the ball ends up with Rena McGettigan. Rena coming out, giving the ball to Helena Dowling. Helena Dowling back inside to Megan Healy. Megan Healy to Aoife Gorman. Aoife Gorman out to the wing. The ball beats Marie Keeley, but she gets the ball back. Has a look inside to see who's available, and Aoife Gorman. And certainly there's no lack of commitment by the teams out there. Lauren Nerney stretching full to reach that ball, and that turnover has given an opportunity to Anna Healy out on the left side of midfield, soloing through, giving the ball back inside, but yet again the Wicklow defence standing tall. Shannon Gotlin coming out with the ball, soloing, right footed, having a look, see who's available, and who's available is Clara's Laura Clark. Laura Clark looking inside to see can she get the ball to Shanna, but unfortunately the ball was just miscontrolled, and it's unfortunate for Laois. I see Laura Nerney down clutching her arm, and that would be a catastrophe for Laois. Laura has been playing so well in the game to date. It looks like they're going to substitute Laura. Just took a heavy knock. No, she's up and she's about. She's a hard woman. A hardy woman is Laura. And as a result of that clash, they get the free out. There's only about a minute left on the clock as the ball is worked to Aoife Curran. Aoife Curran back inside to Amy Kelly. Amy Kelly moving forward, clash in the middle of the park between Eva Galvin and Aoife Gorman, and the result is a free for Laois. Ball taken by Jessie Nolan. Jessie Nolan gets the ball outside to Emily Mulhall. Emily Mulhall up into the corner to Clodagh Fox. Clodagh Fox taking on, not for the first time, taking on Jenny McAvoy and getting a free. And I suppose this is one of these clutch ones, level, shot to nothing from 30 metres out. Marie Keeley goes across. What do you reckon, Aoife?
I don't know. I suppose it's as good a statement about this match as any is the level peggings at the minute. It's been a fairly balanced game. There's been hard knocks and good tackles, but Wicklow will be looking to get one up here with only a few seconds left really on the clock.
Well, it's on its way, and I suppose we should have expected nothing less than a point from Marie Keeley. She's been on fire today. I think she's got two goals and 3 points so far. So a wonderful display by the Bolton Lascar in a score of 2-9. So there's a point in it. I would think there's not very much left in this game as the ball is kicked out by Sinead O'Rourke. Very important who wins this, and it's won by Laois. Ball's worked forward by Laois. Emily Mulhall should have control of this ball. She goes down on the ball, but she's after losing the ball, and a massive opportunity for Laois. But it's cut out by Tina Healy's Shannon Gotten. Everything is happening here. The ball inside to Eva Galvin's given it to her own Fitzpatrick, but a bad pass yet again inside. Just the last pass isn't working out for Laois in the latter stages. Not much time left in this match, and referee signalling that there's a line ball for, it looks like Wicklow. Consultation going on between the officials to see what the story is, and just as we do that, just like to wish Tony Allen a happy birthday. He was 70 there during the week, big 7-0. Congratulations to Tony. Tony, of course, was the backbone of Dunlavin over in West Wicklow, and congratulations to him as we move the ball forward. And yet again, a turnover by Wicklow has resulted in Laois getting the ball, trying to work the ball through, and, well, Aaron Fitzpatrick, she took on the Wicklow player, but I think she knew herself she was after taking too many steps, and we've noticed with the referee that certainly if you take more than the allotted steps, you will be pulled up, and he's been very consistent, I have to say, in fairness to Patrick Smith from Waterford. He's had a good game. He's led the game for an enjoyable spectacle all through. Wicklow on the attack yet again. It's taken by Tara Costello. Tara working so hard to keep that ball, playing the ball through to Rena McGettigan. Rena McGettigan looking to see if there's anybody available. Gives the ball inside to Marie Keeley. Just drifted a little bit away from the bottom as forward, but she has possession, and possession at this time of the game is so important. And a bit unlucky for Marie there. Free out. Referee judged that Marie was pulling on Amy Potts' shoulder, but unfortunately for Amy, the resultant free kick has ended up on the sideline, and Wicklow will be in no hurry to take this as the clock has moved beyond the 30 minutes. Ball played back, and it's played back to Shanna Gotlin, taking the ball, receiving the ball back inside, gets it to Laura Clark. Laura Clark ships a heavy tackle there, but referee judges that the tackle is okay, and it's allowed forward by Eva Galvin. Eva Galvin inside to Mo Nerney. Mo Nerney taking on the Wicklow defence, carrying the ball through. Has she a left foot to finish this? She wants a goal, gives the ball inside, but unfortunately just the last ball, Leah Tarpey, great opportunity of a winning goal, but again it was just that a little bit too close to the Wicklow backs, who have worked tirelessly in this game. Great performance by Wicklow, particularly in defence, and it's hard to believe that Wicklow are in a relegation match. They'll obviously play the winners or the losers of Down and Fermanagh, and it'll be an interesting one if Fermanagh qualified, because obviously if Fermanagh and Wicklow play, it'll be a replay of the All-Ireland final last year at junior level. Of course, the Laois team have already topped the table, and they will play the winners of the match tomorrow between Longford and Kildare. That's in Hawkfield at 2 o'clock. And Wicklow have held on for a well-merited win, a 1-point win. Wicklow 2-9, Laois 1-11. A great game. I suppose it's probably fitting that Marie Keeley was the last act in the game. She was probably one of the best forwards on display.
Yeah, Marie had an absolute excellent display there in full forward. And as the manager in Hollymount said to me years and years ago, it's very simple. You just have to score one more than them. So Wicklow have come down, and they'd be happy enough with their performance anyway all around. And on both sides, there's just a masterclass in defence. I've never seen anything like it. I don't think it's so equal on both sides. The tackling, there's the precision, I suppose, of each tackle. There was no ball wasted really in the defence.
Yeah, I think in fairness, the whole game has been kind of, I suppose, the last ball, the work that was done by both defences to make sure that those goal opportunities didn't arise. Certainly from a Wicklow point of view, those 2 goals by Marie Keeley, probably the difference. As we sign off here from Aughrim, on the scoreline of Kilmonton, Wicklow 2-9, Laois 111, a 1-point win for Wicklow, which puts them in good stead for the relegation match next week. And certainly Laois won't be too disappointed. A lot of their players showed very well in the match, and they'll take on the winners of Kildare and Longford in both of them will qualify to go on to the semi-final. So we wish both teams all the best, and we'll sign off here from the Garden County in Aughrim.